Happy draft night, Saints fans. Harrison Graham here from Chat Sports. And New Orleans has traded up in the NFL draft to draft a wide receiver, and that wide receiver is Chris Olave. We'll break down the player. We'll break down everything here. But first, we want to get the trade details to you. Here are those details for Chris Olave. Number 11 overall goes to the Saints, where they draft Olave. The Commanders get 16, 98, and 120. So the Saints trade a third and a fourth on top of number 16 to move up 5 spots. There had been some buzz that they might trade up for the right player, and in their eyes, Chris Olave was that guy. Some receivers were starting to go off the board. Drake London went at number 8. Garrett Wilson, Olave's teammate, went at number 10. And so the Saints said, you know what, no more. We're going to go up and get our guy. And that guy turned out to be Chris Olave. Now, I am a little surprised that they opted for Olave over Jameis Williams. Now, this is not to say that I don't love Olave. I do. He's one of my favorite receivers in this class. He's not recovering from ACL, so maybe that's part of the Saints' thinking too, is that we want a guy that's for sure going to be ready to go right when this season starts. You guys probably saw Michael Thomas tweeted at Chris Olave right as the pick was coming in, so the Buckeyes reunite, as Thomas, of course, went to Ohio State as well. I would have gone Williams, but I still like the pick. I like Chris Olave quite a bit with this one overall. So I want to know from you guys on this trade where the Saints had to give up a third and a fourth to get that number 11 overall pick. How you guys feel about this trade? Grade the pick for us to New Orleans, trading up to go and get Chris Olave. You had to trade 2 top 120 picks to be sure to do it. Grade the trade A, B, C, D, or F. Be sure to get your grades in right now in the comment section. Now, you look at the scouting report of Chris Olave. This comes from Tom Downey, our draft expert here at Chat Sports. He was the number 4 receiver on Downey's big board. He ends up being the 3rd receiver in the class. Number 21 overall player, he goes 11. So a little bit of a reach according to Downey. I wouldn't call this a major reach. I think 11 to 20 was a spot he could go, and he ended up going out 11. Good route runner, really good hands, very smooth, but doesn't offer a ton after the catch. Which is why I would have liked Williams, because I don't think Michael Thomas gives you a ton after the catch as well. But like I said, he's smooth. I see a lot of Keenan Allen in his game as well. NFL.com's Lance Zierlein wrote this up on Chris Olave. Quote, "The quiet storm of the Ohio State wide receiver core. Olave is smooth, steady. He makes things happen. His movements are fluid and easy from snap to catch and all the points in between. He's fast but efficient and plays with the bend and foot agility to uncover on all 3 levels." And like I've said a couple of times, and like draft experts have said, very smooth. You watch him, good route runner, crisp with his routes, gets out of his breaks, has a nice release. Sure, he's not going to give you 40 yards after the catch a la Tyreek Hill or Jameis Williams, but that's not his game. He's a guy that gets open, is a quarterback-friendly target, especially on those intermediate routes. He can stretch the field a little bit as well. I like the pick. Would have loved Jameis Williams, but you know what? At the end of the day, I think it's a nice selection. Now, Saints fans, we are just over 5,000 subscribers. Our goal is to get to 6,000 subs before the end of the NFL draft. If you want more breakdowns, more analysis of every Saints draft pick to come, this is the channel for you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We will have you guys covered throughout the NFL draft. You look at Olave's numbers this past season: 65 catches, 936 yards, 13 touchdowns, a long of 61. In his 4-year career, had 2,700-plus yards as well. Very productive, a guy that had a lot of big games at Ohio State. You look at the, goodness gracious, the pro day numbers. Combine ran a 4.39. Didn't test in the agility drills, but I still think he's really smooth. The 40 jumped off the tape for me. Decent athlete with a 32-inch vertical as well. So good enough testing, great tape. The only downfall is not great after the catch, but beyond that, I think he brings a lot to the table. Hopefully he can add 10 or 15 pounds to help be a little bit more physical off his breaks. Make sure you guys subscribe to Chat Sports. My goodness. YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV, because we are live for the remainder of round 1, and we'll be live all weekend long for all 3 days of the NFL draft. Day 2 tomorrow, day 3 to come on Saturday. Myself, Tom Downey, the rest of the team we'll have you covered on Chat Sports, youtube.com/chatsportstv. More draft coverage to come throughout the weekend. So Chris Olave is the pick. I like the player. I really do. I thought he would go into the teens somewhere. Quite frankly, I thought at pick 16 he could be a guy, but guys, receivers started to go. Drake London went at number 8, like I mentioned. His teammate Garrett Wilson went at number 10. The Saints couldn't afford to wait. Olave probably would not have fallen to 16, and Jameis and Williams certainly would not have. Honestly, when I saw them trade, I thought that's who they were getting, but they felt comfortable with Olave. They didn't want to wait to get him. There was a lot of buzz that a receiver, the Saints could trade up for a receiver, and that is exactly what they did with Chris Olave. If you are excited about the newest member of the New Orleans Saints, type me down in the comments if you're fired up for Olave. Let's get the chat in the comments flowing here. Type me, support the newest member of the New Orleans Saints, and that, of course, is Chris Olave. So if you're fired up, get the me's flowing down below for Chris Olave. And now you get your first pick in here. You traded a third and a fourth. Now it's about, okay, what happens next? Where do the Saints go? At pick number 19, maybe an offensive lineman ends up being an answer. We saw 3 tackles go in the top 10 with Evan Neal, Charles Cross, and Akeem Ekwonu all off the board before the Saints made this pick. We'll see where they go from here. They've been linked to offensive linemen. Do they take a quarterback at 19? Does that end up being the pick? We'll have to wait and see what happens. Who should the Saints draft next? I want to know from you guys. You guys are watching, keeping up with the picks at home. Who do you think that they should go ahead and draft with their next pick at number 19? Maybe they trade down to get some of that draft capital back that they just lost when they moved up for Chris Olave. We'll see what happens at the end of the day. Let us know who you guys think the Saints should draft next. But for now, one new member of this team, that is Chris Olave out of Ohio State. Smooth. I think he's going to mesh really well with Michael Thomas as a number 2. And that's really how I see Chris Olave. I think he's a 10, 12-year pro is a really, really good number 2 receiver. Maybe he reaches wide receiver 1 status at some point in his career. I think early on he's probably a number 2, but that's fine. You've got Michael Thomas, who, if he's back and fully engaged and healthy, he's one of the best in the business. So I think that can be a good 1-2 punch for Jameis Winston or someone else if they end up going elsewhere at quarterback. All right, that's it for the analysis of this Saints draft pick. Be sure to subscribe here. And also subscribe. We're still live on our main Chat Sports YouTube channel, youtube.com/chatsportstv. Go check us out over there. The guys are still live, killing it, bringing you the best analysis and draft pick coverage here on YouTube.